What's up, guys? DPX here, reviewing today Birds of Prey and the Fabulous Emancipation. I'm not going to refer to it as that. I'm just going to refer to it as Birds of Prey, alright? And to be honest, with all the trailers and just all the buzz about this movie before the critics' response came, I was not excited for this at all. I thought it looked bad, and I thought it sounded bad. But even before the critics started talking, I started to think, DC starting to have a really good track record. Maybe this won't be too bad. Then I heard the reviews come out, and they were actually really good. But then I heard other reviews of people that didn't like it too much. And which one do I stand on, though? Well, let's find out. Before we get started, you know what to do. Be sure to like this video, subscribe if you're new, turn on notifications, and leave a comment, and you'll be a loyal subscriber. So one thing I want to get out of the way is that while this is called Birds of Prey, it's not a Birds of Prey movie. The team come together towards the end of the movie. So it's mostly a Harley Quinn movie. She's the main character. This is about her. It's not really about the other four. That's not a main issue with the movie, though, because, what's in the name? What's in the name? What you have to focus on is what you're watching. And what I saw was very entertaining. One of the most entertaining movies I've seen this year. Oh, wait, I've only seen one movie this year, and it was this. Well, one of the most entertaining movies I've seen in the past few months. Not to say any of the other movies I've saw recently weren't entertaining at all, but this one was, I never got bored. I will say, towards the end, where shit sort of started to get good, weirdly sort of slowed down, I feel, but not too much. I started to maybe lose a little focus then, but it doesn't matter because there's something that happened uh, where I'm like, oh shit, what? I gotta keep watching, you know? I want to say Harley Quinn or Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn kills it. Let's be real. We all don't like Suicide Squad. If you do, you're a weird lad. Suicide Squad was. No. I can't remember a single fucking thing from Suicide Squad except for that bar scene. Uh, and I only remember the fact that they were in a bar. I don't remember anything that happened there. But the best part of that movie was probably Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn. And sure, the backstory is fucking stupid. Fucking, I don't even remember what it was. To be honest, I was only reminded of the backstory after watching this movie because they actually remind you of the backstory towards the beginning, and it was fucking stupid. Not a problem with the movie. I'm about to get off topic, and I don't want to do that. But I feel like this movie takes the only thing that worked in Suicide Squad and expanded on that. And this is basically everything that Suicide Squad was not. And while I'm still waiting for that Suicide Squad movie to come out, this satisfied that itch a little bit. Now for one of my biggest problems, which is something that I didn't even realize until a lot later, is the villain. Ewan McGregor, who is fantastic in this movie, by the way. He's a fantastic actor in general, but in this movie, he acts the shit out of Roman Sionis, who is the Black Mask, who I'm really happy is the villain in this, because the Black Mask is pretty cool, and it's cool to see him in live action, but the villain's kind of two-dimensional, if you know what I mean. You want to see him get fucking killed because of how much of an asshole he is, how much of a dick. He fucking, towards the beginning, he literally rips somebody's face off. You don't see that going on, but, you can see the face ripped off. It's oh god. This guy's a dickhead. But we don't know why he's a dickhead. That's like my main issue with it. We like there's no reason for him to be acting this way, but he is. And like it would have been it seems like this is because like it seems like the Black Mask, what we see him do in this movie, it seems like he has an interesting backstory, but we don't get that. So that's a problem, in my opinion, but one of very few. I will say that this movie also has like it's it's told in out of order. I mean, like it's a Harley Quinn who narrates the whole movie pretty much is telling like one thing, and then something will happen. Then she goes, "Oh, let me rewind you back to this," and then gives a bit of backstory on that one thing that happened. I don't know. That sounded very fucking stupid what I just said, but hopefully you understood me. And to be it got a little confusing at first. Like I'm like, what the fuck is happening? But then like later on, it's like I got used to it, and it's not too bad. I'm just trying to tell you, like, if you're gonna watch this, that can be a bit confusing. But now that you know, maybe it's not confusing. I don't fucking know. Also, one thing I want to say is that this movie is parents, if you're watching, do not take your kids to see this fucking movie. Like, oh my god. It is. I've heard in a review say it's almost like if Quentin Tarantino made a superhero movie, and I I wouldn't say that. It's not that bad, but like Quentin Tarantino in those movies, there's a lot of blood and shit. And while there's quite a lot of blood in here, it's not like Quentin Tarantino blood. It's not that much blood. It's more like uncomfortable, like violence. Like there's like bone crushing, like putting bones in a position that they're not supposed to be in. Also, the action's also really good in this. This might be of any DCEU movie. This might have the best action out of any DCEU movie. There's this scene where Harley Quinn goes into like this police station and beats up a bunch of cops, but they're with like fake guns, and it's funny. Like they're not she's not shooting them with actual bullets. They're like confetti and shit. But then there's also other parts where she's beating the shit out of like other people in like a jail cell, and there's also a scene where she's hitting cocaine into somebody's face, and that's like there's a bunch of creative ways to like beat the shit out of people and be a badass, and I like that. I also think it's worth talking about the characters themselves, the Birds of Prey. I've already talked about Margot Robbie. Then there's I never mentioned anything about Cassandra Cain. Basically, she's a pickpocketer, and she stole a diamond from the wrong guy, and that wrong guy happened to be someone. I'm not gonna say who, but yeah, and the plot of the movie basically happens because of her. And then we have Mary Elizabeth Winstead is Huntress, and she's great in this, by the way. And we have Black Canary in here as well, who's also great in this. So yeah, I like the group. Oh yeah, and we also have another cop in the Birds of Prey. Um, she's probably the most forgettable in my opinion. In conclusion, Birds of Prey is a really fun movie that is, yeah, if I'm just gonna tell you this right now, if you like these superhero movies and if you like this crazy cartoony shit, Go see this movie. So in conclusion, I give Birds of Prey an 8.5 out of 10. It is so fun. Definitely give it a watch. So, that'll be it for this review. What do you guys think? Do you agree with me? Do you not agree with me? Do you want to see Birds of Prey? Do you not want to see it? Or have you seen it? Let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.